Hey guys, welcome back here at another episode of Rose Fishing, and as promised, I'm going to go over these bad boys right here. I have 5 rods right now set up for the spawn fishing season. I took this skinny rod right here out today, and I just tried flipping around and see if I can catch anything. Well,
A few moments later.
alright, that's better. In the background, you guys probably heard Shrek going on. I love Shrek. It's on Cartoon Network. I'm 18. Might as well just watch it. Alright, we'll get done with all this slow stuff and we'll get going. So, I'm going to go through my finesse setup. And in my last video, I was talking about these Zoom watermelon seed 8-inch trick worms. And that's what I have set up for this. And I put enough worm on there so I can have my hook exposed. You can Texas rig on these hooks. Actually inside they have a weight and a stop where the so your bait can't get ripped off easy. And these are really long, as I said. I think they're about 8 inches. And I have this on a 1/4 ounce. These are Ned rig hooks. I'm not quite sure. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. And then for the line, you can see that. Put it right in front of the camera. That's about, I think it's 10-pound Powerpro braid. Every rod I have here is going to have braid on it. I just always fish braid. You guys probably get mad, but I always fish braid. But that's just me. And the rod I have chosen for this is a 4-piece, I can't get the whole thing in here, 6'6" spinning rod, and it's actually the Trailmaster combo. And this is a really nice reel. It has 6 ball bearings. What's the gear ratio on this thing? 5:2:1. It's a very nice reel. I like the big handle it has on here, and it casts nice. It's smooth, and it works really well for finesse fishing. I haven't really gotten into finesse fishing, but you know what? I thought this year, let's give it a try. Last year when I finesse fished, I did it on I only drop shot fished with a spinning reel, but then I actually did this rig on one of my bait casters. It's really hard to cast just because it's so light. But that's my first setup, and it works really well. Alright, next one we're going to go through, let's go through this one. As you can see, all my bait casters back there have a rod glove on them. This is a black rod glove for casting rods. This is what is this? It's a 7-foot medium heavy Pro Angler Scheels rod. And the thing I like about Scheels rods is that if you break them at any time, you can go back to Scheels and they'll give you a new one for free. It's really nice. And they're really nice rods. I don't complain about them at all. So if you live near Scheels, I recommend getting a Scheels brand rod, because if you break it, you break an eyelet, you break part of the rod, you can go back and get a new one for free. I really like this rod. It's got a nice cork handle on there, and I like the split. It's a split handle, split body. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Then this is my flipping setup. I got the flipping. I think these are 3/0 Eagle Claw flipping hooks with a 1/4 ounce tungsten Eagle Claw worm weight. And then I got a bobber stop on there just to keep the weight from rolling up and down the line. Last year I didn't use these, and it'd almost be like a Carolina rig because the weight would be so far from the hook. So I did a lot of flipping last year, and I just thought might as well use actual flipping tackle. And then, wow, I got this set up for flipping already, don't I? The reel on here is a Quantum Accurist PT. This is a $100 reel. And the setting on here, this is why I chose it for flipping. See if it'll focus right there. It's on flip. Focus right there. Focus. Alright, you can't really... It says flip, and then this is a knob that flips up and down. This is like how a normal bait caster works if it's up here. What does that even say? It doesn't have a saying for that, but then down here, it's flip. And when you press the button, on a normal bait caster, it'll stay down, but when I let go, it comes up. So it'll stop the line, it'll stop the line going out right when you let go of the button, which is really nice. And then it's got a nice drag system on here. And then I got some reel grips because I really like these. Got these from Scheels. And this, dang, already hooking into stuff. This is 7 ball bearings and it's 6:3 to 1 gear ratio. It's really nice. I like it. Get it, the line tight. And I'm ready to do some flipping this year. I might change up this setup, but besides the rod and reel, it'll be all the same. I'll throw it in cover, basically anything. Oh, I forgot to go through the line. I think it's 20-pound Powerpro. I should go a little bit heavier for flipping, but it's braided. I don't think I've ever broke braid. Alright, next one we'll go through is this is another Eagle Claw rod. This is my jerkbait setup. Another rod glove. And then we'll just go through the whole thing. Get some line out. Alright. This jerkbait, I don't remember what brand it is. Because I got it in a Bassmaster. When you apply to be on the Bassmaster subscription, they send you a bunch of lures. They sent me 3 or 4 lures that are really nice. I think this is a 6 to 9 foot jerkbait that suspends at 6 to 9 feet. I threw this one on first just because it dives so deep and it's really, we got cold water and the fish are going to be deeper since it's colder water. And I'm going to try using this one at first, and then I'll start to go up in the water column. So this is the first one I'll use. Then the rod. We'll go through the rod. I think this is a, let's look at what it says on here. Does it say anything on here? Oh yeah, it's down here on the butt of the handle right here. It's a 7-foot medium fast Eagle Claw skeet reese rod. And the technique it has on here, it says spinner and bait worm. I'm not a guy that I technique fish really. So whatever rod I have, I'll just use whatever I want for it. It's probably not a good thing, but it's how I fish. So I could probably work on that. And this is a 10 ball bearing. What's the gear ratio on here? 7 to 1. Eagle Claw Skeet Reese Edition reel. And this is a really nice reel. Haven't had any problems with it. The one thing I will say though, these knobs, they just have caps on there that hold them on, and sometimes they'll pop off. I had that the problem with my other one. And like, I don't know how I found these covers. Every time I drop it, I always find it. I don't know how. I guess I just have luck finding it. Then the line on here, it's Powerpro, as always. I think this is 30 or 40 pound Powerpro. And as we get into the other rods, I think I have 50, but nothing higher than 50. And we'll get this bad boy tightened up. I always like to put the hooks in the front of the reel like that, and then I tighten it up so it won't come loose. And then I'll throw the rod glove on it. Alright, next one we'll go through here. This is another Eagle Claw rod and reel combo with a very pink. Hopefully I didn't break any eyelets right there. With a pink rod glove. And this rod glove is actually really tight on here. So I had to actually pull it all the way off. Okay. So this is actually this is my top water frog, anything topwater rod in real combo. It's a frog rod. And this is a 7'2", medium fast frog rod. I like it a lot. And this reel is another Eagle Claw reel. They only have 2 different colors. It's this color and the reel before. So you know what? The second year I ordered from them, I'm like, I'm just going to get the other color. And this is a Sabalos 2 reel. And what's the ball bearings on this thing? 10 ball bearings. What's the gear ratio? Let me find it. It's like, where's Waldo? I can't find him. I can't find the gear ratio on this. Oh, there it is. Real small print. 6:3:1. 10 ball bearing. Casting reel. And it's really nice. Only thing I'll complain about is this is the one where these handles always pop off. I don't know how. Maybe when I'm fishing, or just when I'm reeling, I probably go like that on it. I pull on it a little bit and they just come loose. Otherwise, I don't really have any problems with it. And on here, I have I think it's Rapala crawfish pattern lipless crankbait. And this is the rod that I have 50-pound test on, because I normally use it for frogs, and I'm throwing it in thick cover. And you don't want to lose your frog because they're so expensive, and you don't want to lose it. So you got to get heavier line. Most people you'll see use like 80, 85. I could use that, but it's more spendy, and to me it's not worth spending more money when I think 50 works just fine. I'm not fishing like lily pads and stuff that you probably need heavier line, so that works plenty enough for me here in the Midwest. Alright, and last but not least, this is actually my first reel and rod combo I ever got. And this is my favorite one. It's always been my favorite. And, well, it should be my favorite as the first one, so. Another rod glove. And this is actually a shorter rod. It's a 6'6" medium ugly stick rod. I know a lot of people out there hate on ugly stick, but I love ugly stick. I don't have a problem with it. Real nice action with it. And even though it's 6'6", I can still make long casts because this reel is just so broken in. It works really well for me. Again, I have my grips on here. I got the red, white, and blue ones. It's around 4th of July I bought these. And it looks really good with the rod. And then a mystery tackle box on their website, they had the Winn grips. So I decided to buy some, and I got the red camo ones. And it makes the grip on this was like foam. And whenever it was like this real foamy stuff. So your bait caster will spit out like water from the line. Well, it's getting all like just gross. So I was like, I'm gonna get some Winn grips. So ever since I got that, it's been so much better, and the hand's not all soggy at the end of the day. And on here, I actually put, since I'm using I can't remember what stuff's called, chatterbait on here, I put on 20 or 25 pound, I think this is mono filament leader, and I've never used a leader. And the reason I'm doing it last year I used chatterbait with braid. I felt like my line was choppy, and I didn't think it would attract fish. So I was like, let's try a leader this year, and there's probably, I think I put 10 yards. Maybe it's probably too much, but I'm a noob to it, so I thought I might as well do a leader. And black and blue chatterbait, Z-Man chatterbait. It's the main chatterbait I'll buy. And then I put the Bass Pro Speed Chat on there for a trailer. And I kind of, if you can see it, yeah, I kind of messed up when I hooked it. But let's just see if I can. Whoa, what just happened? Okay, I'll rehook it here. That's a little bit better. Who knows, now my freaking swim bait will probably get ripped off with the first fish. But now it'll probably look a little bit more natural. And then on the other side of the leader is, well, what the frick? I just got part of my freaking chatterbait caught in there. That's nice. Oh, that's just my knot. And the knot I tied for my leader to braid was the Alberto knot. And the braid I have on here, I think is probably 20-pound Powerpro. More than likely it's 20-pound Powerpro. And the line I have on all these rods is from last year, so I'm hoping I don't have to buy new line, because Powerpro it's got great quality, but it's expensive. It's like $13 for 10-pound, and then once you get going into like 50-pound, it's probably $30 for a spool of 150 yards. Like, just crazy. I think I have 4 spools in my closet, so if I do have to re-spool or put new line on, I can do that. But that's everything I want to go through with you guys today. I went through my bag earlier, probably about 20 minutes ago. If you guys like this type of videos, let me know, and I can do more of them in the future. Because once I get into more of the kayak fishing, I will not use the big bag, and because a big bag, it just gets so heavy, and after a while, you're like, I don't want to carry this. So you get this, I got a waist Cabela's bag in the closet for me to use. And for the kayak, probably have a video of the kayak. I don't have a crazy kayak like Mike Iaconelli or Fluke Master, if you guys watch them, but I have just a normal kayak. That's all I need. Works perfect for me, and no complaints about it. So that's everything I have for today. I'll leave a link to the rod gloves in the description. Probably put Eagle Claw in there because I like it so much. Powerpro, Scheels, Abu Garcia. Probably leave a link to everything of that in the video. So if you guys want to try out some of this stuff, I'll have links in the description to all these brands, because they're I've never had a problem with any of these brands. So thanks you guys for my time, and Rose Fishing signing out. Don't be afraid. I don't remember the words that I keep singing. Time seeking away. It's time to go fishing, yeah.